everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm filming in a different location today, the kitchen, because today's video is all about one of my favorite topics, which is what's for dinner. Okay, so today's video is all about what's for dinner. This is not going to become like a cooking YouTube. As you may or may not know about me, I am not the world's greatest chef. I'm not super comfortable in the kitchen, although I am getting better with lots and lots of practice and help. This video is literally about how to decide what to have for dinner, because when Justin and I started dating and he started spending more and more time at my place, and then when we moved, he was doing almost all of the cooking. Not like lunches and breakfast or anything like that, but all the dinners. He made all the dinners for probably the first 6 to 9 months of our relationship. And if he ever didn't want to make dinner, then we went out or ordered in. It's just because I'm kind of a boring cook, and I'm not very confident. So I don't like him watching me make anything. I got really like self-conscious and like nervous about it, just because he's so skilled. So he worked in kitchens for a long time as like a part-time job before like starting his career, and like he's good enough to like work in like a restaurant, I think. He would probably say no. He says that he's lost a lot of skills, but that's not true. He's really good. So early in our relationship, it was really not a fair division of labor in terms of kitchen work. I do a lot of stuff, but it wasn't really a fair situation. So we started off, I said, I'm gonna cook more, and maybe, 60-40. He does 60%, I do 40%. And I don't like to grocery shop either. This is a video about all the things I hate doing. Cooking, grocery shopping, all of that stuff. No, I just don't like it. I like it to be as efficient as possible. So I like to get into the grocery store. I only want to go to one store, maximum 2 grocery stores. And I want to get what I need, and then I want to leave. And I want to get everything in one go. And I don't want to go to a bunch of places. Whereas Justin really enjoys grocery shopping. He's much more patient. That's kind of our dilemma. So I said I want to cook more, but I don't want to grocery shop more. And he does most of the grocery shopping. And he is really good at just looking at a pile of ingredients and being able to make something from it, or being a little creative and figuring something out that tastes delicious. I'm not that way. I have to know what I'm gonna make, how it's gonna go, and I like to practice. I like to make the same meal several times so that I know that I'm good at it and that I can do it. So anyway, we really differed on how we like to cook and how we like to plan things out in the kitchen. And then it just became the biggest source of, not arguments, but really tough decision making. So making decisions, I think, is like a task that you can very quickly get tired of. Like decision fatigue, you can get decision fatigue. So you go through your whole day, you make like 100,000 decisions all during the day. And then by the time you get home from work and you have to decide what to make for dinner, you're tired of it. At least I'm tired of it. So I either go to the most boring thing where you basically don't make a decision, you just make food that's edible, or you just order out, right? Or go out. So what we first started doing to kind of solve this problem was every week I would make a list of things that I wanted to eat that week, and then we'd grocery shop for it, obviously, and that would be our meals for the week. Now, like I said before, I'm pretty boring, so I could make, chicken on the barbecue with 2 different vegetables and have that for dinner 3 out of 5 nights in a weeknight. That is pretty boring, I will admit. So Justin wanted to mix it up, and I appreciate that. I just need more structure. I can't just say, oh, we will just eat differently this week. That's not gonna work for me. I have to have it laid out. So we started doing it on Post-it notes and what I call the pink book. So the method that we use, it has gone through a couple of variations. The first method that we used is every week I would get a Post-it, kind of a longer Post-it. I would write the days of the week, and then I would write the meals. So this is from last summer. Some of them I wrote dates on, some of them I didn't. Here, this one is from June 2020, not June 2021. Okay, so last June. Monday, chicken Caesar salad. Tuesday, pork tenderloin Brussels sprouts. Wednesday, sausages, peppers, onions. Thursday, fish/chicken. I eat salmon once a week. Justin doesn't like fish, so he doesn't eat that. He has chicken those nights. Friday, barbecue chicken. Saturday, spicy Thai chicken. Sunday, a pasta. Okay, so that I know exactly what we ate that week because we're using these Post-its. So every week, I was the driving force, but I would make Justin participate. So we'd find a time, you know, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, before we do the groceries, when we just sit down and we have to make 7 decisions, 7 meals. We have to plan them out. What are they gonna be? And that's all. When I say plan them out, that's all I mean is just write down what it's going to be. Yeah, so we did that for a long time. These are all the Post-its that I kept. The idea was that I would keep the Post-its and then we wouldn't have 2 weeks that were the same. Like, we wouldn't have chicken Caesar 2 weeks in a row, right? Because we would see, oh, we had that last week, so like, no, let's skip it, not have it now. This system worked really well for us for 6 months or so. And then we decided to change it up and go to a whiteboard. So this is our whiteboard. It's huge. I keep it in the kitchen. I just slide it right in here. So the nice thing is it's out of sight, out of mind. People don't like come to our house and see like this giant teacher whiteboard with like the days of the week and the meals. Cause that's kind of nerdy, I guess, I don't know. But you can always see it if you're in the kitchen. You can just quickly glance over and see, oh, tonight's supposed to be this. So now every week we write down the days of the week and we write down the meals. So we only have to pick one time. That's the big thing. That is the big thing, that decision fatigue and kind of getting rid of that and only picking on one day what we're gonna have. Because what was happening last spring is when we started to do this, and I was teaching from home and Justin was working from home as well. And so it got to be that around lunchtime, before I would text him around lunchtime. And so I'd either text him or when I was working from home, I'd go up to his office around lunch and I'd be like, so dinner tonight, any thoughts? And he'd be like, oh my God, like, I don't know, what do you want? I'd be like, I don't know, what do you want? Because I can be really indecisive. And so it would be, I don't know, like a 10, 20-minute discussion about what we should have, what we have in the fridge. Do we even know what we have in the fridge? No, we don't know. Do we need to defrost any, chicken or beef, anything like that? Or do we need to go get a last-minute ingredient? Yeah, so that's what kind of sparked this. We are really liking it. I have kept the pink book. So this is just a notebook. It came in a pack of 3. And in it, I have, this page has fallen out. That's how often I've used it. All the Post-its. So we can go and look and see, if we're lacking for an idea. Oh, what's something that we like to eat? Honestly, we forget. So we can go through the Post-its and kind of decide. It also has recipes. So I have a lemon sangria recipe in here. I have, sticky buns. I make sticky buns. That recipe is in here. Justin doesn't need to write down recipes because he remembers kind of how to do it, or he remembers where he found the recipe. I don't remember where I found the recipe, so I have to write it. Ollie's food. Oh, focaccia bread, how to make that. Yeah. So that's the pink book system and the whiteboard system. This has saved us time in discussing, time in grocery shopping. It's not very often anymore that we have to run out the night of for something. Usually if we do, it's because it's gone bad and we thought it would still be good, like sour cream for tacos or something like that. Or it's a dry good that we just thought we had more of, but we don't have quite enough of it. So yeah, for meal inspiration, like I said, we go to the pink book. Also, every couple weeks we'll have, not a challenge, but we'll each go on what are those meal services? Oh, we'll go on HelloFresh. We'll go on their website. All their meal cards are just on there, so you don't need to use the service to get the meal cards. So we'll go on there and we'll each pick a recipe or two that we think would be good, that we haven't had before. And then usually out of those 4, we'll only pick 2, maybe 3 that we'll try. But that's been a good way that we make a biryani. It's supposed to be with turkey, but we make it with chicken. We never would have made that if it wasn't for the HelloFresh. So yeah, that's how we do deciding what to have for dinner. It has just made life a lot easier, and neither one of us has to do all the work, including the thinking and the shopping and the cooking. I would say it is still not a 50-50. Justin, I think, definitely does do more of the cooking than I do, but he enjoys it. He's better at it. And it's just what works for us. It's not like he does everything and I do nothing. He just does a little bit more of the cooking. But I'm the one who's committed to this system, and I'm the one who makes sure that we do it this way, because this is just what works best for us. And then basically all the meals on the week, we can both make at any time. It's just whoever decides to start first, or if someone made dinner the last 2 nights and the other person will maybe do it. So yeah, that's what works for us. I was reading a book recently, and the lady in the book is nonfiction. She uses an app to do all of this. Now we do use 2 apps. We use Out of Milk, that's for grocery shopping. So in theory, if you keep it up properly, it will tell you if you're low on pasta, or you need a specific thing. I don't find it works all that well for that, to be honest, because we don't keep it up as well, but it is nice for grocery shopping. When we're talking through our meals, Justin usually does the Out of Milk app, and he'll just go through and click what we need to buy, and then it just makes the grocery list for him. We use that one. What's the other app that we use? Oh, the other app we use is Flip. Yeah, we use the Flip app to find deals and stuff, see what's cheaper at different stores, that kind of thing. We do buy a lot of our groceries just at Costco, and then we're lucky we have a big fridge and a big freezer, so we can just freeze stuff if we're not gonna consume it immediately. Anyway, the lady in this book, she uses another app called Paprika that does meal planning and grocery list making for you. But in the book, it seems like she's the only one doing the food prep and carrying the mental load. She's the one who decides she does the menu setting, she does the shopping or getting the food delivered, and she does all the cooking. So I don't know if that would work for us. I haven't explored it because we like the system that we have. So yeah, if you do this, if you do something differently, let me know your thoughts. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Thanks so much. See you in the next one.